See, while installing, the application will install to which directory? The application will install to the installation directory which is in the C program files kind of thing. Okay. If we are installing any application, that application can install mostly under C program files. Okay. And the application name, if it is a partial application, with the name of that application, the folder will be created and inside this the files will be formed. Okay. So if you want to give any particular permissions to the user, okay, we are talking about permissions. Permissions to folders, mostly the installation directory. Okay, user profiles will have their own access. Whatever is there in the user profile, C user data, users, app data, that will be user will be having access to those folders which are related to that user. But if it is related to machine, C drive is the machine related path, not user's path. Okay, C drive program files is a machine related path. And if you are installing anything to this folder, if you want to, if you are installing, then that folder might not have total permissions. See, this is the installation directory. I am checking the permissions. So for this, I am the user. Okay, for this folder, for me or the users, whoever is using this laptop, have only read and execute access. Okay, they don't have any modify or full control access. But for some applications, for accessing the shortcuts or internal features or some additional rights are required, because they need to modify something, they need to have control on the files which are under these. Okay, for some applications, vendor will specify, or the requirement which you will get from your previous team will definitely tell you like this folder needs permissions. Okay, so if you want to give permissions, how we will do? First thing is, we can give manually and check. What you have to do while installing, only after installing the binary, you have to just right click properties, okay, and go to that particular person, user, and give modify permissions. Okay. So if they specify any particular action after giving permissions, means after giving permissions, you have to check this file whether this file is editable or not. If they mention anything, you can edit and check. Okay. So I am just selecting one file. XML file. Okay. In this XML file, I am opening with Notepad. And I am trying to see whether I can edit it. Okay, I am changing the version to 2.0. Just editing. I am just editing. And clicking on save. So while saving, this got saved. This file got saved and the timestamp, the time has changed to today and today's time. Okay. So like this we can check like whether the permission is applied or not. Manually you can check the behavior if it is specified in the documentation. If it is not mentioned, then you can directly give the permissions and check whether the permissions are applying or not. Okay. Now we have given the permissions manually. Okay. You can give permissions to users, everyone, anything you can mention. Okay. So like this, if you want to give permissions with your application package. Okay. So what you will do for giving permissions, you will use icacls. icacls is an Windows exe. I'll show you. Just like MSI exec we'll use, right? MSI exec. We are using MSI exec for what purpose? Sitaram Garu, can you tell me?
To run a file and
to run MSIs. To run MSIs, we are using MSI.exe. And then we are giving the install or uninstallation commands. This MSI.exe is present in the laptop only, in the Windows only. Okay, Windows OS only. Similarly, icacls is also present in the system only. See, I have opened this path, C Windows System 32, and there is icacls.exe. Okay. So this exe is already present in your system. Using this icacls, you can give permissions to folders and files. So mostly you need to give permissions to folder and subfolders. Okay. So give it, you can write a script. If you want, there are two ways to give. Already I showed you one way in the custom actions video. I have told you about how to insert the VB script or any kind of script in a custom action. You can go through that video if you have not seen. Okay. To include script in a custom action, you can go through the custom action video. Custom action 1 or 2, in that videos it is there. One way to give permissions is through script. Okay, through a custom action, sorry. One way to give permissions is through a custom action or through a script. Okay, if you are preferring a script for your application. In the script only you are executing your MSI, and then the script only you are executing your other requirements like giving permissions. Example, if you have an EXE and the EXE cannot be modified into a MSI. Okay, that cannot be packaged. Okay, so in that case you can create a script, and in that script what will be your first step? Install the given EXE or the binary silently, and then provide the permissions. Okay, how we will provide the permissions? Using the icacls. Now I'll show you this way of it. icacls. So how to create a script? In the internet or some other applications also, there are complex scripts, very complex scripts are there. But for your requirement, what is your requirement? Only to give permissions to a folder. You have to give either write, read or something. Okay. So for that, you have to use a script. This is the PowerShell script. I'll show you the bash script also. First I'll show you the bash script because you are familiar with that. Let me see where it is. Okay. Here is a bat file, icacls.bat, which I have created. This is a very simple line only. If you see, this is a simple line, but this is the one which will work for giving the permissions. Okay. There are other complex ways also, but I am telling the simplest one, where you can give directly permissions to the folder. Okay. So if you want to execute anything before this bash script, that also you can do. You can write your MSI exec/I and the path of the MSI. Okay. And then the silent command lines, reboot, suppress, the standard ones. This you can do. And after that you can run this. Okay. Now I'll show you, like after running this icacls, what will happen. I am taking a folder of C training. Okay, where is that folder? That is in C drive. This is the training folder. Let us see what are the permissions. For user I am checking. Okay. So the user have only read permissions. But I want to give full permissions to this user. This is folder. Okay. Because the folder has some data which the user needs to execute while launching the shortcuts or while performing any actions related to this application. That we are not aware. What are the requirements and how it will work, the application will work. That data is not given to us. Our purpose is, vendor has provided us the information. The requirement is like, they have told us the folder needs permission. So whenever they ask us for permission, then only we need to give. By default, we should not provide any permissions to any kind of folders if there is no requirement. Because if we are providing full permissions to the user, right, user will have the full permissions and he himself can even delete this entire folder. Okay. or he can modify some changes and corrupt the data inside this folder also, because as he is not aware. Okay, in that case what will happen? Some application issues will come. If this folder is opened by the user and internal files are modified which are not necessary, in that case the shortcut might not work fine, or the application behavior might not be working as the expected one. Okay, so in that case application issues will come, and if they again come back to us as a packaging team or the SCCM team, we don't know like what went wrong exactly, because the user has modified from his end. Okay, so no, it is not required to give any permissions to the folder if it is not a requirement. If it is only a requirement from the team or the vendor, then only you need to give the permissions. Okay, to give the full permissions to this folder, we should run this script. Okay, we can directly run this script from command prompt. Always you should run the command prompt as run as admin. Then only these icacls and all will execute.
This is mandatory, or where we have requirement we need to provide?
Where you have requirement, then only you should give. By default you should not give, because you know how to give it. Okay.
Okay.
Permissions are always, you should cross check like what kind of permissions you have. Now I am showing you full permissions, right? But if they want you to only modify something, modify some particular folder, then you can give that modify permissions. Okay, and if you want to read, only give read permissions. You have to give read permissions. Okay, so you can give like that. So the command is same only this letter will change at the end. R, W. Okay, you're getting right. Read, write, and full. Okay, the command will be same only. These commands are also will be same only. So now I am running this icacls. Okay, let me run the bat file only. Okay, in the bat file, this is the bat file. In this line is there. Okay, so I am trying to run directly the bat file. This is the path where it is. Okay. And this is the path where the bat file is, and I am browsing the bat file. Okay, and entering. So now you can see successfully processed 3 files. Okay, so what is it is doing? It has processed what is inside the folder. It has given permissions. Okay, this folder, and inside there are 2 files. So totally it is showing 3. Now you just go to the properties and see. Oh, here. Okay, earlier it was already open. I think that way it is not showing. Okay. So the folder, the training folder has full permissions now. Okay, the users have full control in this file. Okay, this is the method you can give the permissions. Now I am again modifying this one. Okay, and I am trying to use a PowerShell script. That is also a very simple script. If you have any scripts from the internet or some other way, right, there they will just define the paths as a variables, and then they will execute the actual command. I am showing you how to use the actual command, and this command is enough for you to give a folder permission to particular folder. Okay, so what is the next one? In the same path, if you see, I have modified the permissions. Have you observed? I come into the folder properties, security, users. Here I have removed the permissions of full control. Now the permission is read and execute only. Now what I am going to do? I am going to go to the same path. What is this one? Command prompt, right? Now I have a PowerShell script also, .ps1. If you see here, I have a script with .ps1, means PowerShell script. So to run this script, I can't run directly on this command prompt, but I want this command prompt to turn into a PowerShell. Okay, one method I'll show you. One method is directly go to the path where the particular script is. Okay, where is the script? Here, right? You should either go to this path and run the script directly manually. Manually means how? Open with PowerShell. If it is confusing, tell me. First, I am trying to open it with as PowerShell actually. Okay. Because this is a PowerShell script, we need to run with the PowerShell only. Okay. This is showing in black, but this is a PowerShell script. Okay. So one way is to open with PowerShell. From start menu, I am opening the PowerShell and clicking on open. And here, this is the PowerShell script. So I can run directly with, go to this path, take this path, copy path. This is my PowerShell one. And I'm going to that particular path where my script is. Now I am just browsing that script and entering it so that it will run. This is showing as access is denied. Okay, successfully processed one file. Let us open this as admin and try. Okay, when you are running as an admin, everything is running as expected. Successfully processed 3 files. Okay, now the PowerShell script has run and the same intention is what? The script is changed, the extension is changed, but our requirement is to give full permissions to that folder. This folder should have full permissions under users for every user who is logged in. Okay, now the user has full permissions. Okay, what is inside the PowerShell script? See, what is inside this PowerShell script? There is a path. This is the dollar symbol is used to define a variable. Means one path. Here what we are doing means we have taken this path and instead of using this hard coded path. What is a hard coded path, guys? Hard coded path means you are giving the drive, C drive. Okay. You are mentioning the drive which you want to go to. So always it is not preferred to give the drive letter directly. Okay, so what you are doing? You are giving a, setting a variable here. Variable means just in maths we will get, right, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6. What you are doing? You are assigning a value. See, it might be stupid, but still it is understandable actually. See, A is equal to 3 means what? 3 is being assigned to A. We are telling that A, your name is 3 from now, or your value is 3 from now. Okay. And B is 5 means B's value is 5. B contains a value of 5. Similarly, this folder path variable, dollar symbol is a variable, means just like this A and B, this is a variable whose value can change. Okay. So this is a variable declaration and we are giving a name. What is this name? Folder path. I am giving this name because I am giving a path of the folder. Okay. You can change this variable name also if you want. You can keep FP. Okay. Folder path shortcut. Whatever you want is relevant, you can keep it. So you are defining some value like just like A. This dollar folder path is nothing but A. Okay. A is equal to C training means C training, C :/training folder will be going into the A. Similarly here in PowerShell we have a variable C training. Okay. Folder path and folder path is equal to C training from now. Okay. So see here, this is a variable, right? I am going to the PowerShell script. I am defining this variable here. Okay. Dollar folder path is equal to C training. Now I have defined it. Now what I am doing? I am trying to retrieve it. I am trying to get the value. I have assigned the value of seed:/training to folder path. Now I am trying to get the value of folder path and checking whether what I have given is there or not. Okay. Now I have just run only $folder path. So what it is giving? It is giving that $folder path means C:/training. This point is clear, guys? Variable 1.
Clear. Clear.
Clear, friends? Okay. See, if I am giving some variable A as 3, first I am assigning, and second I am just checking my value by giving only that $A variable, and it is giving the output. Okay. Okay, you got this point. After assigning the variable, I am using this variable folder path I am using in this line. Okay. Here what I am doing? I am giving the path C:/icacls path. Even I can also use icacls directly. Okay, instead of using this whole path, I can use icacls also directly also. So after icacls, instead of giving here, like which path I need to give permissions? For this path I need to give permissions. So instead of giving C:/training here, instead of giving C:/training here, instead of this path I am using the variable which I have set. Okay. Now I have given this variable, and then I am giving the permissions to silently execute the permissions and grant the users or everyone also. You can give everyone also here, or you can give users also. Okay. Sometimes you have groups also. So in that case, if you have any groups, like groups are there, any groups under your settings, some predefined groups will be there. So in that case, you can give group name here. Okay. Group name means administrators, like that also you can give. Okay. Instead of this users or everyone, you can change the name of your respective group. Okay. So here what we are doing, we are using the icacls command and telling that please give permissions to this folder path, which is nothing but C::training, and give the permissions as full permissions. Okay. And now I have executed, right? I have already showed you. I have executed and seen the properties, and the full permissions has been applied. Okay. This way you can give permissions using the script. In between your script, you can give permissions directly like this. Okay. If I have an MSI or exe, I can execute that particular exe or MSI exe/i, and then I can write a one-line script where I can give the permissions to that particular folder, whichever is required. Okay. This is about the permissions part. And as I told you, after next week, 2 classes will be interviews only. Everybody can join. Interview questions and answers, not like definitions. Those are not going to be definitions. It's not like what is packaging, what is repackaging, not like that. Some practical questions will be there, some up to 20. I'll share it with you along with the answers, along with the explanation. So please be there for that class. And SCCM errors. Shall I continue with the SCCM errors topic?
Yes, I'm already.
Okay, just give me a moment. I need to switch the machine. Okay. So this part. Okay, you remembered like we deployed the packages earlier. We created package and we have deployed to the test machines. Means we have sent them to the test machines. Okay. So what we did, we created packages under software library inside the SCCM console. Okay, under applications we have created several applications, and here we have created few applications and we have sent them, deployed them. Right click, deployed, click on deploy, and then after deploying we have selected the collection in which the test machine is there. Okay, in the collection, in the device collection, we have selected that collection. In that particular group, our machine is there. Here we have selected a folder. Okay, so in this folder there are 3 machines in this packaging test group or device collection. There are 3 machines, out of which 3, one is my test machine which is here. Okay, this is one of the test machines here. So I am selecting this group because the machine which I want to send the particular package is in this group. So I have selected that particular collection. I have clicked on next and clicked on close. Okay. After that, what happened in the deployments tab, I can see the collection to which I have sent this package. This package I have sent to packaging test. Okay. This particular group in which my test machine is there. This is my test machine. It is there. After deploying, after few minutes, after 5 minutes or approximately, I have logged into this test machine. Okay. I have logged in and I have opened the software center and I will be able to see that application. Okay. Whatever I deployed, I can see that application here. If I am unable to see, I can go to run and click on actions and run the machine policy and the application deployment policy. Machine policy is for getting any new applications and application deployment is for any changes made to the existing application. Okay. So better we run these two. If the application is not reached to this particular machine, by running this particular action, click on run now. Okay. That application will reach in some time. Okay. Sometimes doing this also will work because whatever application changes we did, sending to something or editing, that will reflect here. Okay. I have run the machine policy and after that I can see the application which I have sent here. So while testing these applications, okay, this is the application. Assume this is the application. And what I will do, I will just click on install and this should get installed. Okay. And where the application will download its data, once I click on install, once I click on the install button, see here, this is the application I have sent and while clicking on install, it will first check whether any applications are in queue and if there are any applications are not in queue, this will start installing. Okay. Waiting to apply changes means it is checking whether the application can install or any other previous installations of any other applications are pending or not. Okay, what it is doing now? If you have observed, first it showed downloading. After that it is showing installed. During downloading part, the downloading software, the application package, whatever we created in our SCCM, this package we created, using which files we created? We have created the package using the files. These files are required to install that application. These files are mapped to this application and this application is sent to this device. So after clicking on install, what it has done? It has downloaded the files here. Okay, it has downloaded the files here and after downloading, it is installing the install command. Whatever command we mentioned here, the deployment types. Deployment types will tell you what to install, what to uninstall, what is the detection method and all. Where is the content? Content means this folder part. Okay. And in the programs, installation program, what it is telling? To install this copy.ps1 during installation and during uninstallation run this one. Okay. So during installation, what it does? It has downloaded and it is installing this copy.ps1. Okay. This application's job is to copy. This is a copy paste software. Copy paste application and can be found under C Intel. Okay. So this folder's job is to place this particular folder under C Intel. So it has done its job, and let me uninstall it. I want to show you an error, so I have to do something. So I have uninstalled it, and the folder is also gone. That post GRE SQL folder is no longer here. Okay, in the C Intel. So what I am doing now, whatever software is downloaded here, okay, I am removing that software. This is previously downloaded. I am removing this software from here. Okay. So after removing, this is empty, and I am clicking on install. Now it is not downloading. It is asking you, it is giving you an error. Okay. What is the error? This is the error code. This is what I am trying to explain you. This is the first code I want to explain. This is the code. Okay. Because this means what? Content is not downloaded. Okay. The content is not downloaded. Means what? The C Windows CCM cache is not having any folder to install this application. Okay. In this case, okay, always to see error, you have to click on failed, go to the more information arrow, drop down arrow, and then see the error and read the error. Okay. So what is this error stating? 1107 is the error, which I will remember the last 4 codes. Okay, 1107. This error means the binary is not present. So in this case, this is the simplest solution. You just need to click on retry. Retry. Okay. Once you click on retry, the application will download now. Okay. Sometimes due to some network issues or the data being deleted, you also know, right? This has a capacity. So after that capacity, this will delete some 20 GB like that. It will store the data, and after that, this cache will get removed automatically, deleted automatically. So in that case, if the data is not present here, then it will show an error. So your job is to, what is the solution for this? Retry the installation. You can also check the C Windows SCCM cache folder, whether that particular related binaries or to that application are downloaded or not. Retry will definitely work for this. Or you can, if sometimes retry is not working, you can run these policies, application deployment and machine deployment policy once, and then you can also run this file collection policy if needed, and you can run this application retry, and this will definitely work for that. Okay, this is one of the error. And let's take one more application. And also, okay, this got installed. Let's take some other application. Similar to this post GRE only, I have also deployed a few more applications. Okay, Kubernetes and all. Process you understood, right? It should download the content and then it should install. I'm trying to show you one more avenue. Let's see whether it will be there. And you remember the logs also, right? In one of the SCCM topics I have told you about the logs also. While downloading, you have to see that you have to see few logs. See Windows SCCM logs is the location. In this first log you have to see is the policy agent.log. In this you have to see whether the application like whenever you run this machine policies and policies, right? So you can see the entry here whether that particular policy is running or not. So whenever you're deploying application, you can also check the logs. Here it is showing no new assignments, means no new softwares are assigned to this machine. Okay. So like that only, if you run the policy, it will show you requesting machine policy, requesting application policy, like that it will show. Okay. So while running policies, if you are not getting the software here, you can run these policies and also open the policy agent.log and policy evaluator.log also will help. Okay, both the logs you can check like what is happening, whether there are any new assignments are there or not, whether the machine policy is being requested or not, like that. Okay, so which machine it is requesting, it will show you the machine name and also the distribution points and all. Okay, so this is not giving error. Okay. So 1107 error, content error. You can see the prompts also while installing the software center, like whether it is installed, being installed, or what is our state. Okay. Now I'm again clearing the cache. Okay, whatever is there. Yeah. Okay, removal completed, right? So I'm just deleting the cache, clearing it out. So, now what I did is I have done a change to this package. Okay, assume that inside this folder I have done some changes. Okay, I have just edited this particular script, or I have changed the binary. Something I have done. Okay, I have done something and I have saving it. So in that case the timestamp will change, and also I want this update to be told to SCCM. I am telling SCCM like I have made some change to this file, so please update it so that whenever the user installs, the updated one should get installed. So for that what I am doing, coming to the application for which I have made changes and came to the deployment type, right click and click on update content. Okay, whenever there is a change, you should come here and click on update content. Usually while updating the content, you should not have any deployments, because during update process, like once I clicked on update content right here, what it will do, it will start searching the update and it will provide to the respective DPs, means respective location servers. It will send the particular data like this data has been modified, so please modify at your end only, like that it will say. So this is in progress. If this is in progress, during this time when this is in progress, if you are trying to install anything from the test machine for which you deployed, the application will show error. Okay, for that reason you will always disable. Okay, if you are making any changes to the application, so disable the deployments. Right click, disable as. So this has turned black. Okay, this has been disabled. Disable this and come to deployment types, right click update content. Once you update content, after few minutes, few seconds, 30 seconds mostly, this will start upgrading, and first it will show yellow and then it will show green, basically like once it is being distributed. Okay, so and one more error I will show. Right? So what is the error we will get when it is distributed? So we have made changes to our application. So I'm running the evaluation deployment policy. Yeah. One time is enough. Usually I'm running multiple times, but one time is enough. So now I'm trying to install it. Let's see whether it will install or not. Because this content is being updated here. Okay. The content is in progress. I don't know which 4 servers it is successful. Whether it is Hyderabad or not, I'm not sure. But see here. This is here it is giving an error. Okay. So this is the 607 error which you will get. The next error is 607 error. This is a content updating error. Okay. Content is updating. Content update is in progress. Okay. What is the reason for this? Your application is being updated. It is in progress. Okay. If you don't see any kind of progress, if you see whole green, this is green only, but still you are seeing this error. Okay. Still you are seeing this error. In that case, try to retry the installation 1 or 2 times. If you're still getting the error, what you should do is, even if it is showing all green, you should come to the deployment types, right click and update. Because sometimes the distribution points may not take the content. You understand the concept of distribution point or what? While explaining the architecture, I explained it. See, what I'm doing, I'm creating my package. Okay, creating my package and keeping in SCCM console server. Okay, what is SCCM console server? This place which I showed you. I'm placing my package, whatever I created here. Okay, where this is under Hyderabad HDV. This is a HDV server, Hyderabad server. If somebody from UK or US want to access my application, then somebody from US, UK, Sri Lanka wants to access my application. In that case, they can't access directly the application from this folder, from this server. Okay. So, because of why they can't access? Because of bandwidth. Okay. The network related issues and the bandwidth. It will take more time and also more kind of data is used. Because lot of lagging is there. Maybe the downloading might not happen appropriately. So due to the bandwidth, you can say the bandwidth and the network conditions, you will try to avoid the situation and you will create a DP. Distribution point means distribution point is nothing but a server. Okay, a machine. Server. Okay, which is nothing but a machine or a laptop or a desktop. Okay, and this server you will use it for saving or storing the packages. Whatever package you have created here, this package will be copied to that particular server. Okay. Some any other server is there. Assume. Okay. Some other server is there. HDD. So, okay, so other machine. This folder will be copied to some other machine. Instead of this HDV machine, some other server, some other machine it will open, and in that machine, that particular software will be stored. And that particular stored package will be given to the nearby user. If the user is, US user is near to that, if the US user is assigned to that particular DP, the US user will get the particular package from the US DP only. Okay. If from Chennai somebody is accessing from Chennai's DP, they will get the package. If some Hyderabad they are accessing from Hyderabad DP, they will get the package to save the bandwidth. Okay. This point is clear or confusing?
Can you please explain?
Okay. See, this package is here only, okay? This package is here with me in my machine. HDD SCCM CAS01 is nothing but my machine in which I am having the console, okay? So in this machine, I have created the package and kept it here in my machine path. But if somebody from US or UK want this package, how they will get it? If they want to get it from the same path, if they want to access it, the bandwidth will matter. The distance and the network speed, okay, bandwidth you understood, right? The distance from Hyderabad to US is more, and the bandwidth which will take data bytes lo వెళ్తుందని తెలుసు కదా మనందరికి. Data is transferred in bytes. So the byte transfer will slow down, or the byte transfer may not happen as expected. The files may get corrupted, or it may take too much of time. Okay, so to save that bandwidth or to maintain the health of the application, what we will do, instead of this server, like this server only, SCCM server only, HDD SCCM CAS server, ante ilanti machine, okay, like this only, we will create few other machines in which we'll just copy this folder, means we'll send this folder and keep it in other machine. Assume that this is another machine, okay. If this is another machine path, you will place the same package there and you will ask them like, this package is near to you, this path is near to you. So please copy this folder from here, access this package from here instead of my Hyderabad path. Okay, don't access from my Hyderabad path. Please access from this path which is near to you. Okay, అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు మీ ఇంటి పక్కన ఉందనుకోండి షాప్, మీకు దగ్గరగా ఉంటుందా లేకపోతే దూరంగా ఉన్న షాప్ నుంచి మనం తెచ్చుకుంటామా? సేమ్ ప్రొడక్ట్ ఉంది, సేమ్ కాస్ట్ ఉంది, దూరం నుంచి తెచ్చుకోవడం ఈజీనా దగ్గర నుంచి తెచ్చుకోవడం ఈజీనా? స్విగ్గీ ఉంది, మనం ఆర్డర్ చేసాం, దూరం నుంచి ఆర్డర్ చేస్తే మీకు డెలివరీ ఛార్జెస్ పడతాయా? అలానే ఇప్పుడు మన బ్యాండ్ విడ్త్ అనమాట, మనకి ఎంత స్పీడ్ లో మన డేటా అనేది కాపీ అవుతుంది యూజర్ మెషిన్ కి. ఇప్పుడు యూజర్ మెషిన్ కి ఎందుకు కాపీ అవుతుంది? ఇక్కడ డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది కదా, సి విండోస్ CCM క్యాచే అంటే ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ యూజర్ మెషిన్ లోనే డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది. మనం ఇది క్లిక్ చేసిన తర్వాత యూజర్ మెషిన్ లోనే అది ఇక్కడ డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది. ఎలా డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది? మనం దీనికి దగ్గరలో ఉన్న ఒక షాప్ లో, ఒక డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ లో మన ప్యాకేజ్ ని పెట్టాం. ఓకే, సో అప్పుడు ఆ దగ్గరలో ఉన్న డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ నుంచి ఈ మెషిన్ తీసుకుంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఇక్కడ నేను చూపించాను కదా, ఇక్కడ 22 ఉన్నాయా? There are 22 plus 4. There are 26 distribution being handled in this organization. Okay. 26, 28 unali, 26. Sorry. Okay. Assume that there are 26 distribution points. For Hyderabad, there are 2 DPs, 2 distribution points. And 2 shops unnai. Chennai ki oka 2 unnai. US ki okati, UK ki okati, Pune ki oka 4. Ala. Enduku 4, 5 untunnai ante avi to manage the machines and the bandwidth. Assume that you have deployed a office application to members in all the members in your organization. Okay, there are 26,000 people in Virtusa. Okay, so if you are deploying this particular office application to everyone, okay, everyone in a required mode, forceful ga install అయిపోవాలి for all the Virtusa users అని మీరు చెప్తుంటే అప్పుడు ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి డౌన్లోడ్ అవుద్దా అది? For everyone, the application will be sent at the same moment mostly, or in between a few minutes gap, or the application will automatically start downloading. In that case, how it will download? In this path, if it is downloading for everyone, the bandwidth will suffer. Bandwidth, అందరూ ఒకేసారి ఇప్పుడు ఒక సర్వర్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, అమెజాన్ లో ఆఫర్స్ పెట్టారు. ఓకే, సో అందరం అమెజాన్ యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నాం, అది డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది కదా, సర్వర్ వర్క్ అవ్వదు. ఎందుకు? అక్కడ బ్యాండ్ విడ్త్, వాళ్ళు యాక్సెస్ చేసే స్పీడ్, నెట్ అంతా కూడా అందరూ ఒకేసారి చేసేపాటికి ఆ సర్వర్ దానికి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వలేదు, అందుకని అనమాట. సో టు సేవ్ దట్ బ్యాండ్ విడ్త్ we will create distribution points. Okay, distribution point is nothing but like a shop which stores the packages ante in a nearby location. Okay, అర్థమైందా?
Yes.
అంతే. మధ్యలో ఒక మేనేజ్మెంట్ పాయింట్ అని కూడా ఉంటది, ఓకే, ఒకవేళ మీకు అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ నేర్చుకుంటే మేనేజ్మెంట్ పాయింట్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ యూర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్, దిస్ విల్ హ్యాండిల్ ద క్లయింట్స్. ఓకే, దిస్ వోంట్ స్టోర్ ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ స్విగ్గీ లానే, స్విగ్గీ ఈజ్ జస్ట్ అన్ యాప్, రైట్? వాట్ ఇట్ విల్ డూ, ఇట్ విల్ హ్యాండిల్ ద కస్టమర్స్ అండ్ ద షాప్, అంతే కదా. వాట్ ఎవర్ షాప్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మెయింటైనింగ్, వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ షాప్, the customer is ordering from us, so Swiggy is between, like a bridge between us, between the customer and the shop owner. Similarly, management point will manage the clients ante enti em ledu, laptops and desktops. Okay, it will manage and laptop and desktop through SCCM. SCCM లో laptops and desktops కి ప్యాకేజ్ ఎలా వెళ్ళాలి, ఈ ల్యాప్టాప్ కి ఏ ప్యాకేజ్ వెళ్ళాలి అనేది, ఏ డిపి అనేది మేనేజ్మెంట్ పాయింట్ సెట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక ప్యాకేజ్ మనం డిప్లాయ్ చేయగానే, వన్స్ వీఆర్ డిప్లాయింగ్ ఏ ప్యాకేజ్, దట్ ప్యాకేజ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ విల్ గో టు ఎంపీ. ఎంపీ విల్ మేనేజ్, విల్ డిసైడ్ లైక్ this host name, this laptop is related to which location, whether it is a Hyderabad location, whether it is a Pune location. So based upon the host name or the IP, it will check the machine location and it will assign to the respective DP. ఓకే, ఇన్స్టామార్ట్ లో ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మనకు దగ్గరలో ఉన్న షాప్ కి ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చినట్లే, ఇప్పుడు ఏ లొకేషన్, ఇప్పుడు లింగంపల్లి ఉంది, సో లింగంపల్లి వాళ్ళకి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ కి కనెక్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఎవరు కనెక్ట్ చేస్తారు? స్విగ్గీ. ఇక్కడ మేనేజ్మెంట్ పాయింట్, మేనేజ్మెంట్ పాయింట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ ఏది అని డిసైడ్ చేసి చెప్తారు. అప్పుడు ఆ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ నుంచి మన మెషిన్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఓకే, అర్థమైందా? మళ్ళీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. సిన్స్ యు గాట్ ఇట్.
కానీ మనము సర్వర్స్ ని చేంజ్ చేసుకుంటాము.
ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి, మధ్యలో మాట్లాడుతుంది.
రీజియన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఇప్పుడు లైక్ యుఎస్ అండ్ అమెరికా, చైనా, ఎంఎస్సిఎం లో రీజియన్స్ చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చా? అలా
రీజియన్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు బౌండరీస్ అని ఉంటాయి, అదంతా మీకు ఎస్ఎస్సిఎం అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ లో తెలుస్తుంది. బౌండరీస్ అంటే ఒక ఐపీ నుంచి ఇంకొక ఐపీ. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు సిరీస్ ఉంటది కదా ఐపీకి, ఇప్పుడు మన ఐపీ మీకు ఐడియా ఉంది కదా, అంటే ఐపీ అంటే ఐడియా ఉంటది కదా. సో ఐపీ కాన్ఫిగ్, ఓకే, ఐపీ కాన్ఫిగ్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటిది మీది 10.4.163.17. ఓకే, సో ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఐపీ, ఈ ఐపీ నుంచి 10.4.163.17 నుంచి from this IP to this IP, some 25. ఓకే, సో ఈ ఐపీ నుంచి ఈ ఐపీ వరకు ఒక సబ్నెట్ అని ఉంటదండి, ఇదంతా నెట్వర్కింగ్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటది. ఇక సబ్నెట్ మాస్క్. ఓకే, ఈ సబ్నెట్ లో ఉంటారు వాళ్ళు, వీళ్ళందరికీ కూడా ఏ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్, ఏ లొకేషన్ అనేది ఉంటది. ఓకే, సో ఒకవేళ వీళ్ళు మారితే, ఇన్ కేస్ అసలు లొకేషన్ మారితే ల్యాప్టాప్ మారుస్తారు. ఓకే, ఇన్ కేస్ అలా కాకపోతే ఈ ఐపీ బౌండరీస్ ని చేంజ్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఒక 20 అని ఆయన వెళ్ళిపోయాడు అనుకోండి, సో మన బౌండరీని 17 to 19 బౌండరీ ఒకటి, మళ్ళీ 20 బౌండరీ తీసి 20 వేరే దాంట్లో పెడతాం, మళ్ళీ 21 నుంచి 25 వరకు ఒక బౌండరీ పెడతాం. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ 20 అనే ఐపీ ఉన్న అతను వెళ్ళిపోయారు వేరే లొకేషన్ కి. ఓకే, సో వాళ్ళ ఐపీని తీసుకువెళ్ళి వేరే దాంట్లో ఇంక్లూడ్ చేయాలన్నమాట. మనం ఆ ఐపీకి మళ్ళీ సపరేట్ సబ్నెట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సబ్నెట్ అంటే అది ఒక గ్రూప్ లాగా అన్నమాట, వీళ్ళందరూ ఒక గ్రూప్, దాన్ని ఈ రీజియన్ కి సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళు అని ఉంటది. ఓకే, సో అది కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ టాపిక్. అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి చూడండి, బౌండరీస్, బౌండరీ గ్రూప్స్, ఇవన్నీ ఐపీ రేంజెస్. ఈ రేంజ్ నుంచి ఈ రేంజ్ కి, ఈ రేంజ్ నుంచి ఈ రేంజ్ కి, అలా ఈ 3 ఐపీస్ పూణే రీజియన్. చూస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ రీజియన్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లో ఇచ్చారు. సో అలా డిసైడ్ చేస్తారనమాట. దాన్ని బట్టి మనకి గ్రూప్స్ అనేవి ఫామ్ చేస్తారు. ఫస్ట్ ఈ బౌండరీస్ ఇచ్చి వీటికి నేమ్స్ ఇచ్చి, మళ్ళీ ఈ 2 బౌండరీస్ ఒక రీజియన్స్ కి అలా కూడా మ్యాప్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ అలా మ్యాప్ చేస్తారు, ఇంటర్నల్ గా వాళ్ళకి ఏదో క్వైరీస్ ఉంటే అలా మ్యాప్ చేస్తారు. ఇదంతా కూడా యాక్టివ్ డైరెక్టరీ నుంచి వస్తుంది యాక్చువల్లీ. యాక్టివ్ డైరెక్టరీ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో ఉంటుంది. యాక్టివ్ డైరెక్టరీ లేకపోతే SCCM వర్క్ అవ్వదు. సరే, ఇక్కడ మెయిన్ పాయింట్ మనకు ఓన్లీ ప్యాకేజింగ్ ప్రాస్పెక్టివ్ అయితే we only need distribution point. Okay, distribution point, we will take the package from the nearby distribution point and it will download. Okay, so nenu meeku ippudu I have told you about two errors here. One is the 1107, which is the content is missing, content is not downloaded. In this case you can try retry. And the second one is when you are updating the content or the content is corrupted. You have created a package and deployed, but your content is in progress. The distribution is in progress to the distribution point, or this distribution is not happened in the right way. In that case, first you have to come and check in the SCCM whether this is full green or not, and also you can see like for which servers. Okay, first you have to wait till this is fully green. Okay, after this is fully green, you should run these policies of machine policy and application deployment again one time, and then you can check whether the policy is run or not in the policy agent or evaluator.log. Okay, so if once you see that policy is applied here, you will get a message like successfully applied. Okay, okay, requesting machine policy and tarvata once you see no new machine assignments, that means that above policy is already done. Okay, already executed. So once that policy is executed, come here and retry the installation. After retry also it is not working means come and update the package here. Come to the deployment types, update, right click and click on update the content, and after that please wait for the content to be fully distributed, run the policies here and then install. Okay, if it is not a single machine, you are getting multiple errors means you should redistribute it. While distributing, before distributing, you should disable the respective collections and then distribute it. And then once it is completely green, please wait for some 15 minutes. Even this is green also, please wait for 15 minutes and then enable the collection. Okay, and then enable the collection and refresh this collection. If there are multiple machines, what you will do? This is a single machine. You are retrying the installation by yourself manually. If it is a multiple machine issue, how you will do? I told the answer you got, or it was very speed. Anita garu meeku ardhamainda?
Sorry, question repeat cheyandi.
If you are getting this same error, this error 607 for multiple machines, okay, what you will do?
Content updates.
Before content update, what we should do? Before content update, you should come to the deployments and disable the deployment. First disable this one. Once the collection, all the collections are gray only, you should distribute. Okay. Before distribution, if you are enabling this, what will happen is, if any user is trying to install during the time this distribution is in progress, that installation will not get installed. They will get the same error. You should
మనం అసలు ఎనేబుల్ డిజేబుల్ ఎందుకు యూస్ చేస్తాం? సారీ
ఏం లేదు, ఎనేబుల్ అంటే ఏం లేదండి. ఇప్పుడు ఇది డిసేబుల్ చేసాం అనుకో, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ డిసేబులింగ్ దిస్, that means this collection is not part of this application. This application is not assigned to this collection. ఇప్పుడు disable is equal to removing this collection from here. Okay, disabled means just removing. You are indirectly hiding. Disable means, okay, disabling is equal to removing the collection. Why we are removing the collection or disabling? Because if you are making any changes to this application by clicking here update content means you are updating the content. Why you are updating? Because you have made some changes here in your package. Okay, while updating you should disable or delete the deployments, because during the update time, once it starts distributing, it will take some time, right? So during this time, if somebody wants to install it and access it, then the application will rerun and it may waste users time. Like if they see error, they may panic, right? In between, they may also raise requests, some P1 requests, P2 requests. The user doesn't know the reason, so they might come up with issues. So your bin might be full with some issues. So to avoid all those, you should first disable the collections or delete the collections from here. Disable is preferred because disable is definitely equal to the delete, right?
Again, we have to add the collection seats to take.
If you are deleting means you have to again deploy, right? That is a job for you. If it is a single collection, that is not a big job. Okay, I'll show you. See, single collection I am deploying now. That is not a big job for me. But if I have some other application which is having issue,
single device it is okay. So many devices that time what to do?
See, if there are multiple collections, if you want to make changes to this application, you can't delete every collection, right? Okay, you can't delete because it will waste your time. And also the deployment time will change. So somebody will come and ask you like, why you have deployed again. Sometimes in the background we want to work, right, without telling the user like, okay, issue vachindi, but you don't want to convey it to the team or the manager or someone in your team or somebody. You just want to rectify it from the back end. ఎలా బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ నుంచి చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు, ఎవరికి చెప్పాలనుకోవట్లేదు ఇష్యూ వచ్చిందని, అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? You should disable the collections and update the content with the respective changes.
If we are not creating the collections, we individually one by one devices at least 5, 6.
No, you can't directly deploy to the machine. In devices collection class in the SCCM another video I explained. To single machine also, if you want to deploy the software, you should create a device collection. You cannot deploy directly to the device user machine. You should create a collection and then only you can deploy. Okay. These are all whatever you are seeing are collections, device collections, not machine names.
Recently, I saw one.
That might be user collection only.
There are directly add the device in through the script. Only package.
That is different actually. See, that is also device collection only.
That is
here. I am showing you one device collection. This is a install collection. Okay. This is a install collection for some application.
I saw that video directly PowerShell script. One script is there.
That also you can add, but I am telling you that you can't directly add machine to the software. You can add directly to the collection. See here, through that query only we have added here. Through query we have added. See, in this query, how many machines I am adding? Some 10 machines.
Yes.
I am not adding manually. I am using a script to add them at once to this collection. I am not adding directly to the software. I am adding to the collection, device collection. This is for the purpose of installing a software, TIBCO, and I am adding to the collection and then mapping it to the particular application. ఒక అప్లికేషన్ కి డివైస్ కలెక్షన్ క్రియేట్ చేసి అందులో బల్క్ గా మెషిన్స్ యాడ్ చేసి మనం అప్లికేషన్ కి ఇన్స్టాల్ కలెక్షన్ అనేది పంపుతున్నాం, డిప్లాయ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఈ అప్లికేషన్ కి ఈ కలెక్షన్ ని మ్యాప్ చేస్తున్నాం అన్నమాట. ఓకేనా? నాకు తెలిసి అయితే ఇండివిజువల్ మెషిన్స్ కి లేదు, యూజర్ కలెక్షన్స్ కి, డివైస్ కలెక్షన్స్ కి ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు డివైజెస్ అయితే ఇంకా డివైజెస్ ఉన్నాయి చూడండి. మీకు డిప్లాయ్ ఆప్షన్ వస్తుందా?
They are like add mission name and user name directly at the name. What is the application name?
Which tool they are using? SCCM only.
SCCM only.
Can you come up with some screenshot only if you have? Because as per my knowledge, right, we can't directly create deploy to the machine. We can create directly add bulk machines to a collection and then map the collection and the application. See, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, I'm showing you the devices. Okay, upon right clicking this, you can't see any kind of deploy or assign. చూడండి, అప్లికేషన్ సెండ్ చేసే ఆప్షన్ మీకు ఏం కనిపించదు.
ఓకే,
ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ఆప్షన్ ఉంటే మీకు సెండ్ చేయడానికి ఉంటుంది. ఈవెన్ ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక సాఫ్ట్వేర్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా, రైట్ క్లికింగ్, ఆఫ్టర్ క్లికింగ్ ఆన్ డిప్లాయ్, చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఆప్షన్స్ చూడండి, మేనేజ్ అకౌంట్స్, హిస్టరీ, అప్డేట్ కంటెంట్, డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ టైప్, ఏది కూడా సింగిల్ మెషిన్ ఏం లేదు. డిప్లాయ్ అంటే సెండ్ అని. డిప్లాయ్ కొట్టాక నాకు ఓన్లీ కలెక్షన్ ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది. I have only the collection option. I don't have the user option. Since I have only collection, I should definitely select a collection only. In this collection, if you see, there are some 30,000 machines. Okay. So, okay, if you still feel you have it, please come up with a screenshot. I'll check. Okay.
Okay, this is also fine, but one more way it is like that in
maybe if it is there, I don't know, so I won't deny it. And if you have something, if you come up with a screenshot, I'll try to explore and tell you. Okay, I have told you about 2 errors, right? And inkoka error chupistanu. Inkokati entante, okay, one more thing, guys, like whenever you deploy an application, so you should come to the monitoring and deployment section. Okay. Here you can see some application related data here. See, if I have this what is that, Tesseract, you can see the red errors are there. How many are success? 11 are success out of 185. Okay, so I will, by seeing this, I can tell that whether my application is working or not. Okay, so I'll tell you about errors also. Black, if it is blanked out, means it is not retrieving data at the moment. It will take some time to show you the data. Gray ga unte, complete gray means it is not having any kind of machines assigned, one thing, or it is not updated here. If it is not updated, you can refresh it and check it.
And how to find out missions are success or how many missions are
అది చెప్దామని చిన్నది తీసుకుందామని మెషిన్స్. Okay, see here how many once I have gone to some application, after clicking on deployments, I am going to some terminal package. Okay, in this package, pre-upload. Okay, ikkada terminal package I have taken, and this is deployed to some collection of pre-upload, and this many errors are there, this many success are there. So I should click on view status here. View status here. So here you can see success, in progress, error, requirements not met. So how many are success you can see directly. You can also save data from here. Okay, Control A kotti konచెం time padutundi. Control C, you should do Control A, Control C and copy it in the Excel. This is one way. One more way is there. Okay, first one is this is success. Second one, in progress. It is not showing data at the moment. Either you can wait by refreshing, okay, or else you can go to the error tab. So here there are multiple errors. So based upon these errors, you can try to rectify these ones and check. Okay, like you can check the error code. And one thing, if it is a known error, right, like 117 607 324, if it is very much known to you, you can directly make changes to your application, or you can update content. Okay, if you don't know the error code, you can Google it, or you can just check the description first. Some errors are mostly the CA documents and all are like that. There are 2 kind of errors. This 27C and also one more error 312 will be there. That is for timeout error. I will show you. See, for example, how the global how anyway you know it. Even we also know only few kind of error codes which are very much repetitive for us. Okay, if they are not known to you, you can evaluate by seeing the error codes from the internet, or you can do the changes if you have already have knowledge on it. Information timeout. Okay, యూజువల్లీ ఈ టైమ్అవుట్ అన్నవన్నిటికీ కూడా ఒక సొల్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ 314 వచ్చినా కూడా ఇంకా నాకు తెలిసి అయితే 213 అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. 213 అని ఒకటి. సో ఫర్ దిస్, ఫర్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్. You should come to the package. You should come to the user experience tab, and this is the maximum allowed runtime. Okay, this time you should change 120 minutes and enta. You should 3 minutes, 2 minutes, right? Sorry, 120 minutes, 2 hours. Okay, you should change it to some other number, 240, 320, any kind of, you can add by going by 60. Okay, usually I'll keep 240. Okay, so that 120 కదా, 120. ఈ టైమ్ అవుట్ ఎర్రర్స్ అన్ని కూడా whenever you get some kind of time out error, then you can change this time, extend this time, and click OK. We are giving this 240 means this doesn't mean application will install for 4 hours. Okay, this means that application can install up to that much time. Means even if the application is failed also, it should retry for that much time. Okay, after some 4 hours, it will definitely say that the application is failed if there is any kind of error. You got this point? We are setting the time means it doesn't mean the application will install for this many minutes. The application can install and the application can retry for this much time to find out whether the application is installed fine or is there any kind of error.
Maria?
Yeah, please.
Software center download, right? Setup file download. Nearest automatically it will detect correct, right?
That entry means download folder path.
Download the software center downloading, right?
That path it will detect automatically. It will
detect the nearest server.
The DC, the nearest server, it will automatically detect and it will take that from there, take data from there and give it to our machine and keep in C Windows CCM cache of our machine.
That server, we are packaging time, we will select the server, right? Packaging time.
During packaging, yeah, yes, during packaging while distributing, right? We will also distribute. If you remember, please go through the video again. That is when you click on this distribute content, right? Distribute content, click next. It will show you some distribution points. In this, you have to select. Here, there is only US option. US server is not there. Okay, US server you can select. Otherwise, you can select some other region. Because this is already distributed, it is showing only US. Like this only you can select. If you want to distribute only for some region, you can select here in the distribution point. Okay. If you want to, tell me.
In software center available software, right? All the software for many server ordered, right? Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, yes, AK, multiple server it will show, right?
Multiple servers are there, but the machine will take based upon the region which is near. See here in the distribution points here, there are many distribution points if you see. This many are there. Okay. But your machine host name will be there, right? What is the host name? Starting with some CFV or something, right?
CFL.
So what does it mean? You come from Chennai. So
Yeah,
it will
yes.
take from any of this Chennai server which are assigned to you by the management point.
Automatically it will.
Automatically you can see on my laptop. I'll show you. In my laptop, I am opening this settings. This you already know that control panel now. The configuration actions will run, right? This one you are aware, right? How to open. So
Yes,
I
sir.
opened control panel, clicked on configuration manager, and it got opened. And here in the general, see in the site tab, you can see that AP1. Okay, this is your primary something related to your application only. See here, AP3, AP2, AP4. You can see, right?
Yes.
What is AP1? These two are AP1. So my machine will get data from either this HDV SCCM or APP01 or HDD SCCM APD01. Whichever the management point will decide. Okay. Under AP1, there are many distribution points, but based upon your region, the management point will decide. See here in the general tab, I have the assigned management point. What is that? HDV SCCM APP01. What is assigned to me? HDV SCCM APP01. So I will get my package from this distribution point only. You can check on your laptop, on your Virtusa laptop. Okay. In the general tab, you will have the DP details, and in the site, you will have the code. Based upon this code only, these distribution points are assigned actually. Under AP1, there are multiple. There are three, I think there are three groups. Among those, the management point will decide you comes under which group. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm using the context. I have told you about 2-3 errors right now. So the fourth one was that only that and 3 to 4 error you remembered, guys, or you want me to show again? 3 to 4.
3 to 4 is the path, right?
Detection path. Okay, like this only you can search that. Mainly whatever usually comes, I told you. This one is distribution error only, 1. Okay. Whenever you get a 1 error, you can try the redistributing one, update the content. Redistribute the content if you have 1. I will show, otherwise I will share the error code because we are lagging time, right? While installing, if we get this, and guys, you are not fetching the right key. Last time also this one. See guys, if you have this error, right, while installing, the application will install, okay, install, but it won't show this status. Install status won't come. After installation, it will show you this error code, 3 to 4 error, okay. This means that your detection method is not right. Detection method in your application, go to your application, whatever it is there. We are talking about the IDEA application. So whatever application is there, go to that application. Here in the detection method, whatever you gave is not the right one. Okay. When you give some wrong information, then it will show you like 3 to 4 error. Then what you have to do? You have to go to the same machine registry registry editor. You have to open the registry editor on your machine, on the test machine, and your application, whatever application it is, whatever application you are working on. Oops. This machine. See, if it is an Amazon Workspace application, right? This is your detection method for the Amazon Workspace. So you should take from until here. You should leave the HKL local machine and you should come here. You should go to your application. Okay, first what you should do? You should copy this path into your notepad. Copy the path into your notepad and just remove the HKLM path. Okay, this part is not needed, but remember that is HKLM. Come to the console, SCCM console. Come to the application for which the detection method is wrong. Then deployment types, right click properties. Go to the detection method and now check the detection method. Okay, you have added this. Now you have what you should do. You should delete everything. Add clause. You should select registry because now you have given the registry entry only. So after selecting registry, you should come here, copy this path. In the Hive path, you should select the HKLM because it is HKLM only. Give the remaining path which you copied earlier. And again there are value operator here. So come to the registry again. In the same path, go to the display version. Always go with the display version. That is a good practice because display names are same for most of the applications. So copy the display version and the version value to the notepad first. So then you should give these values to here. Here in the value section, give display version. Select the version because you are going to give the version type only. You are not going to give any string. String means data like our name. Okay, like our name. No numbers. After giving version, select the second option. Always select greater than equal to the existing version. So that even if higher version is present, your application won't show as failed. It will show as installed. This point I already explained to you. Okay. So what happened? For Amazon works, for this one, you have to come to the detection method and select the appropriate registry, give the path, give the value, give the version number and click on apply. Okay. That's it. After that, you should refresh this one. Okay, 1-2 times refresh this. And you have to, once you reflect this and come here in the test machine and run the policies, right? You have to come here and run you have made changes. So what you have to run? You have to run the application deployment evaluation cycle. Since you made changes to your application. After some time, the application whichever is coming here. Suppose this is Amazon Workspace that will show as installed. Okay. 3 to 4 error means installed. But the detection method is not correct. Okay, I have told you about 4 codes now. 117, content not downloaded. 67, network error or the distribution error, redistribute. 3 to 4, detection method. Timeout error 314 or 213. Okay, so change the time deployment types, extend the time. And also I showed you where to see the errors. Okay, come to monitoring, come to the deployment section, search for your application for which you want to check the status. Based upon the success and failure, you should click on view status and see which are all the success machines and which are all the error machines. And you can go through the count. How many assets are there? First, you should see the count. Okay. You should target from solving from the higher count. Higher count you should take, and you should see the error code and do the relevant changes and try to solve it. If you don't know, please go to the internet and search for SCCM errors. There will be a list of errors mostly, and also forum information is there. Mostly the errors are related to distribution and also the detection methods and all. Mostly network issues only, guys. Redistribution will work half the way. Okay, 60% issues will go by redistributing. Check whether every time check your application, manual application is working fine. Then you will avoid most of the errors. Showing some SCCM errors. These are a little bit different. Reboot required and all. Reboot required anyway, that won't give any kind of. Maybe some other. And you know about the Windows Update service, guys? Windows Update service. తెలుసా ఎవరికైనా? సీతారాం గారు or Anita, మీకు ఐడియా ఉందా విండోస్ అప్డేట్ సర్వీస్? విండోస్ అప్డేట్, విండోస్ ఇన్స్టాల్, విండోస్ ఇన్స్టాలర్ సర్వీస్.
Background intelligent transfer service, SMS agent.
What is this for? Windows installer. If you see the description, this is for add, modify, remove the applications provided as the Windows installer. What is Windows installer means that MSI, MSP and all. If you want to install an MSI on your machine, the Windows installer service should be in a start mode. Okay. If it is stopped,
running.
If it is in stop state, right, the MSI won't get installed.
Yes.
Okay, this is the service related to that. It should be always on.
Windows update also.
Windows update is for downloading the updates. For SCCM also that is necessary for downloading the contents and all. Okay, that's all for today. It's been much time. Refer to the codes for troubleshooting. This is the method. Okay, directly coming to the deployments will help in a brighter way actually. And for the retrieving the data, Anita, we will pull reports, right? Sitaram and Prince, you have already aware, right? Like we can pull reports using the SQL queries. So what you will do is for getting status of an application. See for some application called LS agent. Yes. Let me show you PowerShell application only, guys. You are aware of it, right? Easy to install. PowerShell application is there. So you have deployed to this many machines. See, there is 97.9% installations are done. So I want to see which machines are success or failure. So what I will do, I'll just click on it, copy, Control C, and paste this in the notepad. So here I can see two different codes, this one and this one. So I can use them. I'm opening the SQL Server Management Studio and clicking on New Query. And here I'm selecting a database. This will be organizational specific. For your organization, what it is, I don't know. For my organization, it is the Global Cas DB is the database which is storing the data. Okay. So now I am opening one SQL query. This query is like this, something like this. Okay. It will tell you like what is the application name, what is the collection name you have targeted, and what is the status, whether it is a success, in progress or not. While running, you will understand. See, there are two different codes, right? So I am copying this code. And one more is 18505, right? So now I'm replacing this GB code and 18505 code. And I'm executing, clicking on execute. Now you can see that the data is populated here. I'm just copying this, control, right click also you can do, control A, right click, copy with headers. Headers means the headings, host name, application name, target collection, these are the headers. So I'm clicking on copy with headers and I'm opening an Excel from my machine. Once the Excel is opened, I'll just paste it here, control V. Okay, you got it? Anita చూస్తున్నారా?
Yes, Amali.
We are running this query. Okay, by running this query, we got the data. We just right click on copy with headers, and then we came to Excel. An empty Excel we opened.
ఎక్కువ వస్తుందండి వాయిస్.
నాదా అనిత గారు ఒకసారి మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఎక్సెల్ లో పేస్ట్ చేయాలి, కంట్రోల్ వి. ఓకే, that's it. You got the data and you know how many are success or failure. You can filter it and see. You can filter by filter. You can see how many are success or failure. No fail is there. Unknown is there. Unknown means the machine is not online, like that. Okay. Mostly the machine is not online only. So this is the way you can retrieve the data for the applications. You will just go to the application. You will go to the collection, copy this collection and paste it in the notepad. You will get two different codes and you open a SQL query like this and you just replace this and this value which you got here. Okay, you have GB value and this number value, both you will replace here and click on execute and you will get this output. You will just copy it, control C also you can do, and paste it in your note Excel sheet. Okay, like this you can do. For packages also, I showed you for application model. For package model, this is the last one I'm showing guys. Sorry for the delay. See, LS agent. Okay, I have opened one program. Okay, package. In this program, I came to the deployments and selected this deployment, one of the deployment, control C, and pasting it in the notepad. And here I can see two different codes, GBS and GB code. Okay, these two codes. So for this, I have a different query. I'm opening that query. ఇది. సో one is the collection ID and one is the advertisement ID. You can identify S04. If you see S04 series, that is the collection ID. S2 is the advertisement ID. So I'm taking the 4 series one, 43W, Control C, and pasting it here. Oh, it is the same thing. And also 20962. Okay, here it is same 20962. So don't need to replace. I'm clicking on execute. Okay. Now I got the data. For programs, you will get this much of data. Right click, copy with headers, and then copy to the Excel sheet. And mostly what you need is the host name and the status. The other columns are not necessary. Domain, AD site, username, acceptance, these are all not necessary. The status and the IDs are also not necessary for giving the report. These two, host name and the status, are the two things which you will get for a package. Okay. If you want, I will share the two queries to you guys. Okay. That's it for today. మన దగ్గర అర్థమైంది కదా, ఈ క్వైరీ యూజ్ చేసి మనం రిజల్ట్ ని ఇలా తీసుకోవచ్చు. డైరెక్ట్ గా ఎక్సెల్ లో సేవ్ చేసి మన డేటాని ఎవరైనా అప్డేట్ అడిగితే పంపించవచ్చు.
ఈ క్వరీని ఎక్కడ రన్ చేయాలి?
ఇది SSMS అని SQL మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్టూడియో ఇన్స్టాల్ అయ్యి ఉండాలి. SQL సర్వర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్టూడియో మీ కన్సోల్ ఉన్న మెషిన్ లోనే ఉంటది, లేదంటే మీ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పాయింట్ మెషిన్ లో ఉంటది. మీకు SCCM మేనేజ్ చేస్తారంటే వాళ్ళకి ఒక డేటాబేస్ ఉంటది కదా, సారీ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఉంటది, డేటాబేస్ ఉన్న సర్వర్ లో ఉంటది, లేదా మీ SCCM ఉన్న మెషిన్ లోనే ఉంటది. ఇది SSMS అని టైప్ చేస్తే వచ్చేస్తుంది. లేదు అంటే మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్టూడియో అని టైప్ చేసి మీరు క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. ఓపెన్ అయ్యాక కనెక్ట్ అని కొట్టాలి. ఫస్ట్ ఒక బటన్ వస్తుంది కనెక్ట్ అని, అది ఓపెన్ చేస్తే ఇలా ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. మీరు ఒకసారి వీడియో బ్యాక్ చూసారనుకో, ఇప్పుడు నేను రికార్డెడ్ వీడియో కాసేపు తర్వాత పంపిస్తాను కదా, అప్పుడు చూడండి ఎలా ఓపెన్ చేశానో తెలుసు. ఇదేమో ప్యాకేజ్ కి, ప్రోగ్రామ్ కి, ఇదేమో అప్లికేషన్ మోడల్ స్టాటస్. ఓకే, ఇది దీనికి మాత్రమే ఉంది. ఇలా ట్రబుల్ షూటింగ్ ఎర్రర్స్ రిట్రీవ్ చేయడానికి లేదు రిపోర్ట్. ఇక్కడ ఎర్రర్స్ వస్తే ఎన్ని ఎర్రర్స్ వచ్చాయి, ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి, ఈ రిపోర్ట్ అయితే మనం జనరేట్ చేయలేం. ఇది మాన్యువల్ గానే మనం సాల్వ్ చేసుకోవాలి. కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ Ctrl A Ctrl C కొట్టి దీన్ని ఎక్సెల్ లో కాపీ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఎర్రర్స్ గురించి చెప్తున్నాను. ఎర్రర్స్ అయితే మనం కాపీ చేసుకోవాల్సిందే, స్టాటస్ రిట్రీవ్ అవ్వదు. ఫెయిల్యూరా సక్సెస్ అనే మెషిన్స్ కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ అయితే రాదు వీటిలో. ఓకే, ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ కోసం అయితే మీరు మాన్యువల్ గా వెళ్ళి ఏది హయ్యర్ కౌంట్ ఉందో చూసుకొని ఆ ఇష్యూని రిజాల్వ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉండాలి.